to Leopard Ranch. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. A chilly morning in Alberta foothills, a rifle crackling, and a huge black bear dropping like a sack of potatoes. That single shot is no longer a hunter's trophy. It's part of a larger plan to control the raging bear population before it wipes out their entire livelihood. The problem doesn't stop with fences. These bears are getting bolder every year, wandering into suburbs and small towns as if they were just a neighbor looking for an easy meal. Trash cans are overturned, garages are ransacked, and barbecues suddenly have an uninvited guest. Families are understandably worried. No one wants to step outside and encounter a bear while walking the dog or letting the kids play. Wildlife officers are working overtime, trapping and relocating hundreds of problem bears each season, trying to get them back where they belong. In the vast pine forests of Alberta and other northern strongholds, licensed hunters have become the last line of defense. Bear hunting here is more than just a hobby. It's a serious business that requires skill, patience, and careful preparation. For those who protect their livelihoods and communities, each season is a struggle to balance nature while also keeping crops and people safe. Experienced bear hunters know that the game begins with bait a brown bear can't resist. They mix a deadly concoction, sticky sweet honey, crunchy handfuls of nuts, and withered, fermenting fruit, and stack it into heavy wooden barrels. The barrels are hidden beside large tree stumps or chained high in branches, out of reach of anything but the noses a black bear trusts more than its eyes. The goal is simple: draw the bear close and keep it busy eating while it has no idea.
Good shot.
Once the bait is set, the hunters sneak off to choose their stand. Most men climb a sturdy tree and perch on thick branches at least 7 or 8 feet off the ground, high enough to be out of sight of downwind, low enough to get an accurate shot. Then the real hunting begins, the waiting. Hours can pass in complete silence. Every squirrel scurrying by, every leaf falling is like a gunshot in your head. You become exhausted, barely breathing, finger off the trigger, your heart pounding, so hard you swear the bear can hear it. One jerk, one cough, 1 second of distraction, and the whole setup is ruined. But if you keep your cool, if those icy nerves don't crack, the big bear will finally step into the clearing.
Nice shot.
Everything you've been waiting for will be
Nice shot,
3
dude.
seconds flat.
Nice shot!
When the bear finally enters the perfect lane and angle, the hunter smoothly draws the bow and places the bolt in the crease behind the shoulder, or perhaps lower in the neck when the angle is right. One shot, one kill, that's the goal. Many professional bear hunters trust those like the Matthews V3X for these exact points. With its ultra-smooth cam, silky smooth and arrows roaring at 340 frames per second, this now delivers terrifying accuracy over 40 yards and a penetrating power that is good for Here, you rarely get second chances. Miss, and you won't just watch your bear disappear into the woods. You might be the one trying to disappear before it changes its mind about who's hunting who. It's all about focus, skilled hunting technique, and the gear you trust your life with. Show up with anything less, and your chances of getting there quickly turn. If you want to hit a brown bear and live to tell the tale, you better have a proper bow, razor-sharp arrows, and the kind of preparation that will turn a hunt into a successful harvest rather than a survival tale.
In the wide, windswept plains of Montana, the 1980s were supposed to be a golden era. Sheep farming thrived, ranches stretched across the rolling hills, and livestock was the beating heart of the state's economy. But in 1985, that peace shattered.
Under the cover of darkness, a pack of roughly 25 wolves descended on a flock of 200 sheep. By dawn, the ground was littered with carcasses, and the ranchers' losses soared to $750,000. The attack sent shockwaves through the entire state.
Billings, the wilderness near Yellowstone, and the rugged lands of Missoula soon emerged as the three regions suffering the worst devastation. Wolves struck places where the sheep were defenseless, leaving behind scenes that stunned even seasoned ranchers. And then came the most terrifying discovery. Every wolf involved tested positive for rabies. This was no longer an agricultural setback. It was a public safety emergency.
In 1986, Montana authorities launched a drastic countermeasure. Helicopters were deployed, hovering over forests, mountains, and frozen valleys in an attempt to eliminate rabid wolves before they reached more communities. It was a bold, unprecedented operation meant to protect ranchers and restore order. But progress came at a steep price. $500,000 a year, and after just 3 years, the efforts were forced to end. The result was catastrophic. By 1992, freed from consistent population control, the wolf numbers exploded to 2.3 million. The consequences were immediate and grim. Over 3 million sheep were attacked, and ranchers begged the government for a new solution. In response, Montana unveiled a new strategy: night hunting, a high-tech effort designed to outsmart a predator that drives in the dark. Hunters were equipped with thermal imaging devices capable of reading the heat signatures of wolves moving silently through the night. These advanced tools make it possible to track wolves without daylight, detecting the warmth of their bodies against the cold wilderness.
Kill him. Kill him.
Wolf hunting season stretched from November to March, the coldest and most dangerous months. Each hunter was permitted to take 50 to 80 wolves per season, no more. Violating the limit meant a harsh penalty: $2,500 per extra wolf and the possibility of losing all hunting privileges.
When the season ended, hunters had to gather the wolves they had taken and report their numbers. These reports helped wildlife officials monitor population shifts and determine strategies for the next year's season. To stay updated, hunters regularly checked official sources like Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, FWP, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, USFWS, which issued new regulations, including the 2012 policy change involving bow and arrow hunting.
Montana's battle against rabid wolves became one of the most dramatic wildlife conflicts in modern U.S. history. A struggle between ranchers fighting for their livelihoods, hunters risking their lives in the freezing dark, and wildlife authorities racing to regain control of a rapidly shifting ecosystem. The story is far from over. New methods are emerging, new technologies are rising, and Montana's rugged wilderness continues to echo with the tension of a conflict that has defined generations.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, where we dive into the wild world of managing invasive species across the US and beyond. Picture this, farmers and wildlife experts teaming up, armed with smart traps and precision tactics, to shield our fields from critters causing billions in crop damage. In 2022 alone, over 20,000 invasive animals were humanely controlled to protect our food supply and support rural communities. Join us as we explore these cutting-edge strategies, spark a conversation about balancing nature and human needs, and share your take on these game-changing methods. Hit that subscribe button for more.
The rival macaques have taken over the city, with some attacking people.
Back in the 70s, widespread deforestation pushed invasive species right into our backyards, sparking a population boom that's been wreaking havoc ever since. These unwelcome guests munch through crops and, in some cases, even pose risks to tourists,